I'd like to welcome you to Water Your Soil. Please be sure to like and subscribe to this video before I get into it. Alright, so getting into this video is going to be about an 800 credit score. So you may wonder, is an 800 credit score worth it? Is having an 800 credit score worth it? Now, that's kind of a double-ended question, because some people will say having an 800 credit score is worth it, and then there are a lot of people who are going to say it really doesn't matter, and the latter is probably true. 800 credit score, 800 or above, I'm someone who can speak on this as someone who's had an 800 credit score for a while, but it doesn't really get you any better treatment than having a credit score that's in the upper 700s. An 800 credit score just shows that you're an excellent borrower. That's what it basically shows, that you are able and capable of borrowing money and being able to pay it back. That's basically what it shows. However, I will say this: a lot of people who have 800 credit scores, you use it for, you can use it for the aesthetic reasons, like the accomplishment, like, wow, I really accomplished having an 800 credit score or better. I didn't even know some people who are trying to get an 850 credit score. I never tried to get an 850 credit score. I wasn't too concerned about it having an 850 credit score. The highest I ever got was an 838. And the reason why I wasn't concerned with having an 850 credit score is because that's the max. You can't go any higher than that. So what would be the purpose of getting an 850 credit score if I get the same treatment as someone who's got a 780 or in the upper 700s? There's really no point in doing that. And also, if I get an 850 credit score, the other problem is nowhere I can go but down. You're gonna go down. I mean, you can work hard to stay the same and stay at that 850, but eventually, if you want to take on a new loan or get a new credit card or anything, anything new that you want to take on with your personal credit, your score is going to drop from that 850. So it's like, is that really something that you want to aim for and try to accomplish an 850 credit score? For me, it wasn't, but for some people, it may be something that they want to accomplish, However, when it comes to the 800s, the 800s are strictly built on, how well you borrow and pay back money. Like I said, and like I always say, one thing that I stress on this channel, if you pay attention, is that credit is based on debt management. It's based on how well you manage your debt. So if you manage your debt pretty good, it's gonna reflect normally in your credit score. That's normally how it works. Now, some people, they don't have enough debt and they don't have enough credit, meaning credit debt, same thing. They don't have enough credit in order to really, drive up their score. So they have to create credit. They have to get credit cards. They have to take out loans, things of that nature. Listen, we can complain about the scoring system and how you have to create debt in order to really boost up your score. We can complain about that. Like I always say, yeah, it sucks. But what are you going to do? Like, are you going to sit and complain, or are you going to make adjustments? You only have really one option. It's either, you have two technically, but you only have one option in order to make a difference with your credit score. And that's to actually do the work. I mean, you can sit and complain and watch your score suffer, or you could actually do the work and play by their game and play by their rules. And that's what we do over here at Water Your Soil. It's about playing by their rules, playing by the credit bureau's rules. But anyways, a upper 700 credit score is going to end up getting you the same result as having a score that's in the 800s. So if you want to aim for the 800s, that's good, because aiming for the 800s will at least get you close there. If that's your goal, at least get you close there. I say, should people aim for 800 credit scores? Of course they should, because if you're able to accomplish that, that's something that you can at least know. That's a life experience that you can say, like, yeah, I accomplished the 800 credit score. That's a good feat to reach. However, like I stated, getting that upper 700 gets you the same treatment by the lenders that the 800 score does. So really, the place where you want to be is in that upper 700s and above. But if you don't reach 800, it's not the end of the world. Don't get down on yourself and feel like, oh, it's the end of the world because I didn't reach an 800 credit score. I believe like less than 15% of Americans have an 800 credit score or better. So, that's being in that 15% is cool. But if you're not in that 15%, but you're close, you're in that upper 700s, you're above a 760, then that's good. That's good. You're going to get the same treatment. You're going to get the same type of, interest and rates on loans that those people in the 800s get for the most part. So don't get down on yourself if you're not in the 800s. But is it something to aim towards? Of course it is. Is it worth it? That's strictly subjective. It's strictly subjective. It all depends on what your goal is and what your end goal is. If your end goal is to have an 800 credit score, you aim for that. You aim for whatever your goal is. If it's an 800 because you want an 800 because of how it looks and the aesthetic side of it, then cool. But I just have to let you know, it's not really going to make much of a difference between upper 700s and an 800 credit score in regards to the way the lenders treat you. So don't go breaking yourself because you're at a 790 and you're not at an 800 and you're like, oh, I'm not going to be viewed the same by the lenders. You will. Now, if your goal is that 800 just because you want to accomplish it, then just keep working at it. By the time you reach a 790, you know what makes your score go up and you know what makes your score go down. So you should know what work you have to put in order to get to an 800. Because really, in reality, if you're at a 790, it basically all comes down to patience, because that means you're in motion towards driving your score up and doing what you need to do. You probably need to tweak a couple of things, or decrease a couple of things in regards to your utilization or things like that. It doesn't matter. Or pay down a couple of things. It varies. Like I said, no credit report is the same, so I can't diagnose what's going on with your credit report, but you kind of get what I'm saying. Basically, by the time you reach a 790 credit score, you know what drives your score up and what drives it down. So just continue to be patient, and if 800 is just your goal, I say go for it. But do not drive yourself wild over not having an 800 credit score, especially if your credit score is in the upper 700s. You're going to qualify for those same rates that the people who are in the 800s qualify for, So just keep that in mind. Is it worth it? Like I said, it's all subjective. It depends on your outlook and your goal, but in regards to the lenders, they're going to treat you the same. So be sure to check out the rest of the videos that I have on my channel regarding credit. I got some good videos, some great videos. If you're a newbie to credit, I got videos on how to apply for secured credit cards. Check those out. I have the video of how to apply for the Discover Secure credit card, which I believe is the best secured credit card. I also have a video of how to apply for the Capital One secured credit card, as well as how to apply for a regular American Express and the importance of Delta cards. Just go through my videos on this YouTube page, Water Your Soil, and you will see all of the helpful videos and tips that I have in regards to credit cards, as well as reviews. Be sure to check those out. Before you go, be sure to subscribe and hit the like button, just for the algorithm. I need that. But anyways, thank you all for listening.